Here I am with another Indonesian horror movie for you. The movie is called Arwah Tumbal Naya. The movie shows a very old mahal, and in this mahal Jaipong dance was taught. We will know about this dance later, but now this mahal is cursed. No one goes here now. Friends, there are many terrible secrets hidden in this area, and we will find this secret today. So friends, this movie has 3 parts, and it is the first part of this movie. The story of the movie is very interesting, and the concept is completely different. The biggest thing is that the second and third parts of this movie will surprise you. So guys, watch the second and third part, must subscribe to our channel to watch more movies like this. Guys, stay by my side. I bring you 2 horror movies every week, so let's guys. Without further ado, let's get to the story. Movie starts, showing some newspapers clippings where there was news about the missing of Jaipong dance guys. Jaipong is a dance form from Indonesia, and this dance form is very respected in Indonesia. Then we see an old lady named Lila sitting in front of a big picture crying, and from someone was apologizing to. Then the scene shifts to Lila's granddaughter named Yani. She is trying to learn the Jaipong dance by putting a Jaipong dance cassette on her TV when she feels that her sister Lila has come, so she turns off the TV and pretends to sleep. Why did she do that? We'll find out later. Then the scene shifts to the morning scene, where Yani is sitting at a dining table. Yani is asking a maid from their house about the Jaipong dance. This woman is Ida. Then we notice Ida doesn't say anything to him because she was agreed beforehand that he would not say anything about this dancer. And Lila forbade him because she didn't like Jaipong dance and dancers at all. So friends, now you understand why Yani pretended to sleep when he heard his Dida, i.e. Lila, coming. After not saying anything about this, Yani continues to force him to tell about this dance. Then Ira tells about the dancers of a neighboring village who have all disappeared one by one, but one of them is still alive, named Nia Imus, but she has been alone for a long time. Locked herself in her room, and she never came out after that. No one ever saw her friend Yani's interest in Jaipong dance was because of her mother, because her mother was also a Jaipong dancer, and the picture Lila was crying in Lila's room, actually Yani's mother's picture. Here, Yani asks Ida to go to the dancer's room, so Ida gets angry, and tells her not to play the drum there if she goes there. Yani gets more excited to go there, so she goes there that day and that. On entering the room, he is stopped by an old man who forbids him to enter the room. The old man passes through. Friends, remember this old man, because we will see him again. After the old man leaves, Yani opens the door to enter the room, comes forward, but just then her boyfriend Shakti comes and stops her and takes her away from there. There are 2 things about Shakti that are worth noting, guys. Firstly, her real name, who is playing the Shati role, is Shati Aurora. Second, she is actually our Indian actor. She is our Indian lot. Let's go back to the story. Then we see that Shakti also had a car, so dropped Yani at home. In the next scene, we see the scene of Yani's house where Lila is talking about Yani and Shakti's relationship, and they were very happy to see the moment Yani tells Lila to learn Jaipong dance. Lila gets angry and asks him to change the topic, but Yani is very enthusiastic about Jaipong dance. He tries to force Lila about this, but Lila agrees. No. Then we see Yani quietly go out at night without telling anyone, only to be seen by Ida, and Yani then forbids Ida to tell Lila about this. Then Yani goes to Nia Masa's room, and there she finds Niaimas. Then Nia tells Imas everything about her. He wants to learn the Jaipong dance. At first, Nimas agrees, but then he asks Yani to beat a drum 3 times, after which he promises to teach him how to dance. After hearing that Yani beats the drum 3 times without thinking, and after beating the drum, Imas dances him. After starting to teach, we see Yani's boyfriend Sakthi comes to his house to meet Yani, where Lila sees some cards in Yani's hand, and Lila realizes that Yani played that drum, which makes Lila is very angry with Yani. Too much to play the drums because Yani now has a demon as his own. But Yani doesn't care that much. Yani is very broken because he was very close to his Dida. Yani thinks that he is the cause of his dad's death, because he also played this drum. Then Shakti comes and holds him and stays there with him. He also brings a local guy, who performs an orgasm in Yani's room, but nothing happens. From then on, Yanni has to make a devil horn. When he goes to sleep at night, he sees the devil sometimes above his bed and sometimes under the bed. She also hears a very loud noise. As Shakti is sleeping outside, she hears Yanni's voice and comes to her and handles her. Shakti feels very bad seeing Yanni so scared. Then Shakti thinks that these incidents are related to Leela, so she is involved in these incidents in Leela's room. Searching for stuff, Shakti found a wooden box. In that box, there were many cassettes. Along with a hairpin with blood on it, they didn't know what it was, so the next day they took the hairpin to Emmaus on their way there. The old man meets the old man who forbade Yanni to enter the house at first. After seeing the old man, Yanni tells him everything, and also shows the hairpin. Girls who always wanted to be beautiful used to kill those Jaipong dancers with these thorns. They did this because they didn't age and could be very beautiful. So far, 6 Jaipong dancers have been murdered, and the spirit that is in Yanni's room is the spirit of a Jaipong dancer. The spirit was attached to the drum. Now, if the spirit is to be freed, all the Jaipong dancers must find the dead body and make final reforms. After hearing this, Yanni first goes to Emus's room to find out about the drum, and when he checks the drum, he finds 3 more hairpins. All they have to do is find the dead bodies of the 6 Jaipong dancers and do the final renovation. Shakti and Yanni don't know where the dead bodies of the dancers are. There was no house. When they ask the people around, they say that there was never a house. But they think they met that old man here yesterday. So now they don't know where the house has gone. Yanni tried hard to find the man. But when he was looking for the man, he was attacked by a spirit that threw him down the stairs. And because of this, Yanni was admitted to the hospital, where a doctor was very concerned because he did a CT scan on Yanni's brain. They don't understand anything about Yanni's condition. CT scan showed that his brain is fine, and there is no damage to his brain. Then, when Shakti tells the doctor that Yanni was attacked by a spirit, the doctor doesn't believe him. But Shakti as soon as possible. Mashaba is trying to fix Yanni, and that's when Loda gives Shakti a torn piece of newspaper, which we saw in the beginning of the movie. Was unconscious, and his body condition was very bad. But when he was unconscious, he had a hallucination where he was in Nimus's room, where a woman dressed in black placed the dead body of Jaipong dance on the wall of his room. And a child was helping her to cut through the room of this hallucination. Yan regains consciousness and flees from there, meeting Yanni's Shakti, whom he convinces to leave the hospital. Reaching home at night when Yanni sleeps, he is again attacked by a spirit so terribly that Yanni thinks the hallucination is real. With Shakti, Ni goes to Emma's room, where they actually find all the dead bodies inside the walls, so everyone's dead bodies are finally reformed one by one, and they are relieved. This breath was for a while, and then we see, from there, Yanni and Shakti go to a club, where their A-girl messes up and Yanni drops the artifact that she got from Leela's dead body. But Yanni didn't understand when she brought it with her, and the woman looks at the artifact as if she already knows it, but Yanni doesn't. They leave without paying much attention then. They come home and look for a way to find the rest of the dead bodies. They find one more hairpin. Behind Leela's photo, actually, they had 5 hairpins and 5 cassettes, but now they find one more hairpin. With that pin, they still have to find the dead body of the person who was killed. But that night, we see the maid, i.e. Ida, who is very worried when she sees the hair stick, and her tension increases while Ida is sleeping in her room. The spirit is seen. The next morning, Yanni finds Ida lying dead, like his Dida Leela, as his Dida is scared, i.e. surprised just like that. Everything is not going well. Loda brings with him again a female Saman to escape from this. She calls Yanni. Saying what Yanni can think of, Samanti tells him that his mother's spirit is still in his house, and also his Didamane Leela's spirit could also be felt by the Samanthi. Gets out of the room, and when Yanni is in the kitchen, he finds a suitcase and there's a cassette too, guys. Here's a twist. when he plays the cassette. He learns the truth that the woman who killed all the dancers is none other than his grandmother. There was Leela, and in that video, there was this Imus apart from her sister Leela. And again, the spirit attacked Jan. After Shakti saw Imus in a pose, so she called the Saman. The Saman told her that a spirit was possessing Yanni, and this spirit was dancer number 6. Was who's dead? Body they still haven't found, and the hair clipper has to be inserted into that dead body to free Yanni so the energy goes quickly, and he finds the dancer's dead body in a grave, but the spirit doesn't let him insert the hair clip so easily. Later, Shakti puts the hairpin in, and Yanni, on the other hand, is fine, guys. Here comes the biggest twist of the movie. The guy tells Yanni that his sister Leela used to kill Jaipong dancers every 5 years, because she made a deal with the devils, and if she doesn't, then that devil will kill him. Here comes another twist that Leela killed her own daughter because after killing the dancers every 5 years, no dancer was left, and Yanni's mother was also a dancer. So she killed her daughter to prolong her life, and Yanni's mother's dead body was in that room. Then they found Yanni's mother's dead body in a cigarette room in Leela's room. Yanni cried a lot seeing his mother, and this movie ends here, guys. The second part of this movie is coming on Thursday on our channel, guys. How did you like the story? Comment. Don't forget to share, and if you like the story, give a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you guys in the next story.